Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It is your boy Noah Jones, and welcome to Today in Hip Hop Season 2, Episode 7. Now, before I begin, I hope everybody's having an amazing week so far. Before I jump into everything, I just want to say, look, man, take some time to do some things that you want to do for yourself, some things that you enjoy. If you enjoy painting, try to squeeze some painting time in. If you enjoy listening to podcasts, or if you enjoy video games, or just anything that you enjoy, make sure you take some time out for yourself to do it, because you'll never get rich working a job, and jobs aren't designed to give us the free time to be able to do what we want to do as individuals. Case in point, if you were able to have enough free time to dedicate to yourself, you might end up finding something else that you really enjoy or something you love that you can monetize, and then you'd be able to quit your job. See? So the job is the trap. It's designed to keep you working. It's designed to burn you out. It's designed to make it so challenging and so difficult to where when you're done with work, the only thing you can do is go to sleep, wake up, and do the shit all over again the next day. You know, they want us to work 5 days a week and live for the weekends. And some of these shitty jobs, as most people know, because even me, myself, I've worked some shitty jobs, you don't even get weekends off. You know what I mean? They give you a fucked up schedule. They give you off like Monday and Tuesday, or Sunday and Monday, or all the days that nothing else is really going on. So you can't go out and go to the clubs. You can't go to, any of the events, because everything is held on a day that you fucking work. This shit is done by design, And the cold part about it is they want you working all the way till you're 50 and 60 and 65 years old. You want to retire, but the life expectancy is only like 85. So they want you to give them 55 years of work just so you can get 15 years for yourself. And by that time, your body's all broken down. You in bad shape. The check engine light on your body come on at like 30 years old sometimes. So knowing that, it's like, do you want to spend your later years struggling, or do you really want to have something that you enjoy doing that can take your mind off of these other things? So dedicate some time to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You deserve it. Make sure you take that time. Now, I appreciate everybody for listening. Hopefully you guys are sharing the podcast. Hopefully you're liking it. Hopefully you're commenting. I'm just as broke as you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get this podcast off the ground, trying to get my clothing line off the ground, trying to continuously drop some sort of music that people are interested in. There's a lot of shit that I'm trying to do. And you can definitely show your support by at least listening to the podcast, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to build it up, trying to get it out there. Now, we got some cool shit that we're going to talk about today. You have your boy, let me see who we got. We got a New York City bishop who was robbed of anywhere between $400,000 to $1 million worth of jewelry. We got your boy Kid Cudi, who got on stage at Rolling Loud, and they basically threw some shit at him, and he got mad and walked off the stage. So you got that. And you also got a Tampa rapper. He basically posts a message taunting his opps and ended up getting shot and killed moments later. So, there's an old saying, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Sometimes it's best to just shut the fuck up, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you can save yourself a lot of drama and a lot of issues if you just shut the fuck up. Sometimes things just don't need to be said. Sometimes you don't need to put a certain kind of energy out into the environment. You know what I mean? You put this energy out there, and sometimes the shit's gonna come back to haunt you. And whenever you act like you the toughest nigga in the game, there's always somebody else that claims to be tougher that is going to come out and test your gangster. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it. There's a Tampa, obviously, back to Florida. I'll tell you how I feel about these Florida niggas. Tampa rapper Rollie was shot and killed outside his apartment moments after posting a message to the opps This guy says, if a nigga wants smoke, pull up. I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. So what do you think the niggas did? They fucking pulled up and they shot this nigga. Be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. Now, here's the thing. They say God works in mysterious ways. He, ladies and gentlemen, was praying to the nigga gods. He was praying to the nigga gods. He asked the nigga God, Jesus, I want the people that want to smoke. Bring me the people that want to smoke. I want to meet them first face to face. And his nigga God obliged. Says, hey, Tampa rapper Rollie Bands previously took to Instagram and posted a challenge to all his ops, saying a lot of these niggas know where I live at for real. I sleep in peace. Now he's resting in peace. If a nigga wants smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. Since then, news surfaced noting the rapper was murdered outside his apartment complex. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office responded to reports of a man being shot in the IQ apartment complex. It was noted by the police that the alleged shooter had already left the apartment complex before the police arrived. That's usually how it happens. They don't want to sit there and get caught, right? They're going to get out of there fast. Rollie Bands was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound and later passed away. He asked for it and he got exactly what he wanted. He said, if a nigga wants smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. Y'all know where I live at. I sleep in peace. Rest in peace, my nigga. Play the stupid game and you won a stupid prize. Now, what does that say for the rest of his family and the people he had on this earth that loved him? Tragic. And in the hip hop community, we the only people that do this to our artists. Rock and roll niggas don't do this shit to their artists. Country niggas don't do this shit to their artists. R&B artists don't do this shit to their artists. You know what I'm saying? It's our fans and our culture and our people that are taking each other out. The people that don't like us, they just move the fuck out the way. I know you've seen and heard on the internet about these sheriff deputies and all these people getting fired and put on administrative leave because they're making racist comments and all this shit. These motherfuckers don't like us. They don't like us. And they made it evidently clear that they don't like us. So every time we shoot and kill one of our own, we doing these niggas a favor. They don't like us. It's not a situation where you don't know, like, maybe this motherfucker likes me or not. Maybe he thinks I'm cool. Maybe, oh, yeah, ha, 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 joke. You shucking and jiving. These motherfuckers don't like us, man. They like our culture. They like our music. They like our ability to dribble a basketball. They like our sweat equity. They like our ideas. They like our fashion, but they do not like us. When I'm riding around a lot of times, I bump into homeless people or just people in general. Matter of fact, earlier today, just got finished having some Burger King, came through the drive-thru, and as I'm pulling out of the drive-thru, there's a white dude there digging in the trash, and he asks me, hey, man, can you help me out? I said, brother, why did you misuse your white privilege? You had a 400-year head start on my black ass, but you asking me for help and you digging in the motherfucking trash? You abused your white privilege. You took your white privilege for granted. And now you out here digging in the motherfucking trash because you didn't appreciate your opportunities. And now look at the position you in. Oh, man, they hate that shit. They hate it. You tell them, hey, use your white privilege. Why are you asking me for money? Use your white privilege. Motherfuckers hate that shit. They hate that shit. Now, just for clarification purposes, my mother's white. My mother's German. My father's black. But you know what they say? You get a little bit of black in you and your ass is black. Can't run away from the nigga shit. Can't run away from the blackness and how you're already cast out by society. My mother went through a gang of shit dating black men. You know, I was born in the 70s. So back then, you know, it wasn't super common for black men to have white women on their arms. That shit was frowned upon. So the fact that my mother had children by black men put her in a whole different demographic. So I had to grow up struggling. She had to grow up she had to basically live her life as an outcast. Shit's been crazy. But anyway, straying off a little far. Sometimes you get what you ask for. Now this guy right here, he should have kept his mouth shut, because there are people out there that will test you, ladies and gentlemen. And he unfortunately met those people. You know, so rest in peace to this young man. And these are all learning experiences. You know what I mean? I drop these gems for y'all to listen to this shit. And whenever you're faced with a situation like this, you can make a more informed decision and realize what not to do in this particular situation. You know, this is for informational purposes, for you guys to know what's going on, see what's going on, and say, you know what? I've been there before. I've heard about this shit. You're not going to get me the same way. Learn from these individuals. These people are setting examples of what not to do in their life or just society in general. They're setting examples. They're laying out the blueprint of what not to do, ladies and gentlemen. So follow their mistakes. Don't repeat them, but follow their mistakes. Now, your boy Kid Cudi, he was at Rolling Loud Miami. You know, he was replacing Kanye West as the headliner for the Rowdy Festival. And it says, many voiced their frustrations with the change, and the fans seemingly showed their frustrations off by throwing some shit at Kid Cudi. Now, there was some footage online, and it showed Cudi performing, and the crowd was there throwing shit. And at one point, a bottle fucking hit Kid Cudi in the face. And he's like, look, you know, if I get hit with one more motherfucking thing, or if I see one more motherfucking thing fly on this stage, I'm leaving. Don't fuck with me. That's what Kid Cudi said. So what do you think happens? Somebody throws some shit. Cudi exits stage left and gets the fuck out of there. Here's how I feel about this situation. One, as a performer, we should respect each other's art. We should respect the fact that these people are taking their time off to do whatever it is, to get up there and put on a show for you. You know, they're trying to cheer you up. They're trying to make you feel good. They're putting together this environment where you can meet people, you can meet women, you can meet other entertainers, you can meet fucking, just who knows who you can meet. People that possibly can make your life better. You can network, you can do a lot of shit. Don't disgrace this shit by throwing shit at the acts, because it's going to stop these companies from putting on these shows, and it's going to be less events for us to go to. You know what I mean? Show these people some respect. Now, Cudi, knowing that he's had a back and forth to where he and Kanye don't get along, it was kind of a dick move for him to volunteer to be the headliner after Kanye was like, I'm not doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some dirty shit. It's like, nigga, you know we don't fuck with each other. They asked me to be the headliner, and Kanye got a way crazier catalog than Kid Cudi anyway. His catalog is way bigger, way better. You know? But you gonna just step up and try to fill the shoes of Kanye because Kanye said he don't want to do it, knowing that you and Kanye are beefing. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you put yourself in a position to where shit comes your direction that you ain't gonna want come in your direction. To me, that's like some underhanded shit. It's like, all right, well, my arch nemesis ain't doing the show, but fuck that nigga, I do the shit. He don't want to do it, I do it. You know what I mean? There's a reason why Kanye probably didn't want to do the show. And then Kid Cudi trying to show him up, trying to one-up the nigga, which is common in our culture. Everybody want the spotlight on each other. Like, everybody in our culture want to be the center of attention. So what does he do? He comes out and says, fuck it, I'll do the show. Sometimes we put ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, in positions that we have no business being in. So, unfortunately, his shit was cut short. Like I said, I don't recommend that anybody throw shit at the artist, but bro, you know, you put yourself in situations like that, being a dickhead, doing dickhead shit, sometimes dickhead thinks is going to come back to you. You know what I mean? Me personally, if I was beefing with a nigga, I wouldn't have wanted to show him up like that and say, yo, I'll do the shit. There's plenty other opportunities and plenty other things you could be doing. There's a lot of different shows out there that you could be doing. You could be doing your own tour, your own concert, you could do whatever. But you had to be the one to replace Kanye West. You know, and you and him are beefing. You on some, I don't fuck with Kanye type of shit, and fuck Kanye and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that happens to you. Now, finally, we have a New York City bishop robbed of over $400,000 in jewelry. Nigga was doing a live stream. His name is Bishop Lamar Whitehead. He was doing a live stream, and some robbers came in and robbed him of all his jewelry, which he was wearing live during the, the stream. Now it says New York City Bishop Lamar Whitehead found himself in a tough spot as the bishop was robbed of over $400,000 in jewelry during a live stream service this past Sunday. The NYPD says the incident went down inside of the Leaders of Tomorrow in the National Ministry in Canarsie. Whitehead was in the middle of a sermon, which was being live streamed, when 3 masked gunmen came into the church. From there, Whitehead could be seen on the floor on his hands and knees before the jackets came through and took the jewelry. It was noted $400,000 worth of jewelry was taken from the pastor and his wife. The robbers then fled the scene in a white Mercedes-Benz. And then Whitehead actually gave an update saying, hey, we pushing. We still doing what we need to do. I'm not a person from the suburbs. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from the city. I understand the streets. This bishop, I'm not scared. I was born without jewelry. Jewelry don't make me. Well, if you're from the streets and you know what's going on, why were you draped in over $400,000 worth of jewelry during a sermon any fucking way? You see what I'm saying? See, here's the thing. In the black church, there are stereotypes that the pastors don't do shit for the rest of the congregation. I don't know this guy personally, and I don't know where he stands, but for most people on the outside, they view churches as businesses. I've been to church plenty of times, and I know they passed that collection plate 5, 6, 7 times while I was in that motherfucker. They care more about talking you out of your pockets than serving your community. There's no reason for this guy to be doing a sermon preaching about God wearing $400,000 or more worth of jewelry. It all goes back to him wanting to be the center of attention. I want to shine. I want everybody's attention on me. Now here's another thing. We don't even know if this shit was staged or not. This shit could have been staged. You know, could have been staged to bring more publicity to the church, to more publicity to the sermon, bring more people down there, set up GoFundMes to get even more money on top of more money. We have no idea. But the shit could have been staged. But if it wasn't, why would you be up there in all that jewelry, having a service talking about the Lord? And then I'm pretty sure you got people in your congregation that are struggling. People that are there, right there watching you speak, that can't pay their bills. But yet you right there live streaming church with $400,000 worth of jewelry on because you want to be draped out or you want to be seen. And then you going to say, you from Brooklyn. I'm not scared. I'm from the streets. I'm from Brooklyn. Well, the streets obviously didn't teach you shit because you just got robbed. You know, you live stream, you live on, see, here's the thing. These criminals is getting bolder and bolder these days. Nigga, you're live streaming. You showing the world that at this point in time, you got all this fucking jewelry on. At this point in time. This ain't pre-recorded, my nigga. This is live stream. This is right now. And I'm pretty sure you advertising, come down to the such and such church. Nigga, you are a Google search away from being robbed. And that's exactly what happened. Niggas Googled where the fuck they was at, saw him with all that jewelry on the screen, went right down there and came to collect. The tax man came to collect. So if you from the streets, you got to move smarter than that. Why the fuck would you have all that shit on in the first place? But this is a teachable moment. Hopefully, you had that jury insured, so that way, you can get a return on that shit, because obviously there's evidence that the shit was robbed because the shit was live streamed. So hopefully you had insurance on the jury so you could get the shit back. But you know how people move. People are so stupid, they'll have on $1 million worth of jewelry with no insurance. So hopefully your jury was insured. And maybe you'll learn going forward, to move a little differently. So, I don't understand. But hey, that's what I'm saying. These are examples of people not to follow, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you could gain out of this information that I'm bringing to y'all. All these stupid people doing stupid things and praying to the nigga gods and playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. You can learn from this shit. Teach your kids. Tell them about this shit. Use my podcast as examples of what not to do. And share it with your friends. Let everybody know. You know what I mean? So like I said, this is your boy Noah Jones. This was Today in Hip Hop, Season 2, Episode 7. I love y'all. Make sure y'all stop by NoahJonesNews.com. Also, make sure you stop by PrivateRoadClothing.com. Pick something up. Love y'all. Peace.